Hi everybody, it's Mr. Berkey. I'm super excited for us to do another compare and contrast essay today, and I'm super excited that you're all here and that we almost have 100% of people on Google Classroom. We're going to try and get everybody on. We are really looking forward to see who can be our B grade scholar this week, and it's going to be somebody who has had some great writing. Please make sure you follow along with this video as I go along. The first thing that you're going to do, you are going to come down here and you are going to click on, excuse me, I just had a burp. You are going to click on compare and contrast after you are done watching the video. It looks very similar to the one that you did yesterday. It's a little bit different. This one needs to be about two animals. Two animals, okay? So you get to pick two animals, any animals. So take a second, think about some animals that you would want to write about. Mr. Berkey wants to write about pandas and koalas. What's one thing that makes pandas and koalas different? Pandas are bigger. Do you see how I'm writing a complete sentence here? Some of us did not write complete sentences in our boxes yesterday. Today, make sure you use a complete sentence in your boxes. Complete sentences start with a capital letter and end with a period. Lots of us forgot our periods in these boxes. Always put a period at the end of a sentence. Pandas are bigger. Koalas are smaller. What's something else that makes them different? Pandas are black and white. Koalas are gray. What's something else that makes them different? Mr. Berkey is trying to think. Pandas live in China. Sometimes they're at zoos too. Koalas live in Australia. How are they the same? Both can be found in zoos. Is number 1 correct? What's Mr. Berkey forgetting? A period. I need to put a period at the end of my sentence. Please make sure you are putting your periods. Ari did a really great job remembering to put his periods at the end of each of his sentences. So did Natalie. She did an amazing job on this box. Next one, both can be found in zoos. What else? Both live on land. Neither one lives in the ocean. Both live on the land. What's something else about these two animals? They are both fluffy. Some people had some really funny things in their writing yesterday that made Mr. Berkey laugh. Natalie said that one of her twin siblings is cray-cray. If you want to be funny like Natalie was, that's totally fine. Now, here's where we're going to start. We're going to start by clicking here. Then you click enter once, click enter one more time, and then you are ready to begin. The first thing you need to do is click tabs. Mr. Berkey is really quickly going to pull up a picture of what the tab button looks like. Your tab button is right here. Look at my screen. You see where the tab button is. Please put your finger on where the tab button is. And remember, you need to click the tab button to start because that makes an indent. And a paragraph starts with an indent. I click the Tab button. And now it's time for me to start. Chauncey did a phenomenal job yesterday. He remembered to introduce what he was writing about. So I need to introduce what I'm writing about. What am I writing about? I'm writing about pandas and koalas. So that's how I'm going to start. I am going to tell you. Now, Mr. Berkey did something here. He capitalized I because it was by itself. You always capitalize I when it's by itself because it is a proper noun. The way you make a capital letter is clicking Shift and then the letter. Shift and then the letter. I'm going to tell you about some similarities. Similarities and differences between koalas and pandas. Now, I do not need to capitalize pandas or koalas because they are not proper nouns. Okay? A proper noun is the name of a person, the name of a place, like Great Lakes Academy, that is a proper noun. Chauncey is a proper noun. Or it can be like the name of a car, like a Toyota Corolla, a Subaru, a Bugatti, those types of things. Fortnite is also capitalized because it's the name of a game. Those are proper nouns. We're going to continue writing our similarities and differences. Remember, we need two things that are the same and two things that are different. Here we go. Koalas are smaller than pandas. Pandas are black and white, but koalas are gray. What's wrong with what Mr. Berkey just did? Think, because I had 6 people yesterday that did this incorrectly. Think, think, think. Mr. Berkey doesn't have a period. When you are done with saying one difference, you need to put a period and then start your second difference. So come in and let's find where our first difference ends. Mr. Berkey's going to reread to see where he needs to put his period. Koalas are smaller than pandas. Mr. Berkey had a pause in his voice. I'm going to read again. Tell me where to put the period. Koalas are smaller than pandas. Pandas are black and white, but koalas are gray. Where do I need to put my period? Yes, it's after pandas. Now, before I start my second pandas, it needs to be a capital letter because it's starting a sentence. So we need to backspace that and click Shift and make our P capitalized. Pandas are black and white, but koalas are gray. What do I need at the end of this sentence? A period. Now, I also need a comma in this sentence because I'm connecting something that's about koalas to something that's about pandas, and I'm putting them together with a conjunction. My conjunction is but. So I need to put a comma after white because I'm connecting my two sentences together to make them one sentence. Now I need to say some similarities because I've done my two differences. Both can be found in zoos. Period. They are both fluffy. Am I done? No! I forgot to put my period, and I also need a concluding statement. My concluding sentence needs to be about what I wrote about. It needs to tell whoever is reading what I just wrote about. So my concluding statement is going to be pandas and koalas are similar and different. Period. please remember to have your introduction sentence